Hello guys.
Me, Kenny, and
It's Chris. Guess what this is? Go on, guess. Guess, guys, guess.
it's nearly Halloween.
Yeah. You guessed it yet?
Yeah,
Obviously I'm not gonna... Obviously you're not gonna be able to guess it because you can't talk to me because I'm talking to a camera. But, yeah, this is basically a sort of CK Film Fanatics
Halloween special
video. But instead of it just sort of being mainly focused to film, we're just sort of going to do some bit of general chit-chat, a bit of general news as well, but obviously, seeing as it is CK Film Fanatics, we will start with the film stuff. First of all, seeing as it is
Halloween.
Coming up for Halloween, it's actually Sunday the 28th of October, where on Wednesday the 31st of October, it's Halloween.
Yes.
So, a couple of days. The reason we're doing this video now is because I'm fairly busy over the next 3 days.
And so,
After
the
this.
days we can meet up.
Yeah, so I thought seeing as I thought we'd have a trip down to Sutton for a project which I'll get onto a bit later. I thought we'd do a CK Film Fanatics video as it's getting nearer to Halloween. I mean, I don't really celebrate Halloween all that much, not gonna lie. I'm more a Christmas guy, but I do like my Halloween. I do watch some Halloween movies over the Halloween period. Haven't been watching any Halloween movies though at the moment because I've been watching James Bond films.
First of all, let's go into the first Halloween thing, the Evil Dead remake trailer.
Right, okay, just wanna get this out here. I've never ever seen The Evil Dead. Not once. I haven't even seen a trailer for The Evil Dead, I don't think. I didn't even really know it existed until a couple of years ago. But ever since I knew it existed, I've had nothing to make me want to watch it. So I've never actually watched it, even though I brought Kenny it on Blu-ray for his birthday. I still haven't watched it.
I've seen all three Evil Dead films, and I've got to say, The Evil Dead is probably one of my favourite horror movies.
See, I'm a Halloween guy. Not Halloween as in the whole Halloween period. I mean Halloween as in the movie.
Yeah.
I'm a Halloween guy.
Anyway, first of all,
even though I've never ever seen Evil Dead, I watched this Evil Dead remake trailer. I watched the bootleg version, and then I watched it when it was officially released. And I mean, my God, even though I've never seen it, I thought that is probably the best horror movie trailer I have seen in a long time. And I mean that, in a long time. It actually looks like what a horror movie should look like. People seem to think that horror movies are things like Saw, where you just see people cut body parts off, or things like Paranormal Activity.
but no.
It's not. See, what horror films should be is disturbing.
Yeah, anyway, now it's time for
Wait. Okay, see, we just like to cut away when people appear, otherwise we look a little bit stupid.
Yeah.
Especially the fact that Kenny's pretty much walking sideways when he holds the camera, and I look like I'm almost talking to the air.
Anyway, now,
But,
very last word.
yeah, so, see, a horror movie should be disturbing, should leave you mentally scarred, and you should walk out the cinema not being able to sleep for at least 3 months. That's what this trailer looks like, right? It is some serious disturbing ass shit, right? You get to see that woman's arm when it's all like fucked up, and you see her start to cut it off, and the creepy girl at the end of the trailer that cuts her tongue in half. I was like, what the fuck? It's seriously messed up shit, and that's what I like.
As an Evil Dead fan, I will say, I love this trailer. This is really going back to the spirit of the original Evil Dead.
See, it was a good horror trailer. Just none of that Paranormal Activity shit where you just see the same thing every single movie.
I've actually got to see Paranormal Activity last night. It's probably one of the most boring things I've ever seen.
I watched the first Paranormal Activity ages ago. The first time you watch it, yes, it makes you jump because you don't expect the things that happen, right? After that, right, you try to re-watch it, but you know what's going to happen, so it's not jumpy anymore. And people think making you jump is scary. That's not scary. That's making you jump. There's a difference. Anyway, another big epic trailer we got today. Well, not today. Previous week. It's Iron Man 3, and all I'm gonna say about that is it's just fucking incredible. It's like the Avengers, but just Iron Man. That's what it's like. And if Marvel do this with all their singular hero films now, they're on the ball. They're already more on the ball than DC are. But still, when we get a trailer like this, it's incredible.
And another guy walked in front of us, but either way, this trailer looks amazing.
Yeah, you can't really sum it up in words. So for this one, we'll just post a link to it in the description. We'll also post a link to the Evil Dead trailer as well in the description, because you can't post a link to one trailer and not the other. It's a bit unfair.
Hey, one other trailer that came out recently, which I would be interested to talk about, was the BioShock Infinite trailer.
Now, you can talk about this. I can't, because I've played BioShock once, but I've never been one of those people that have got into it and decided to buy them. I'm not a BioShock fan, basically.
Okay, from what this trailer looks actually very good. Actually got to show us a bit more of the game, a little bit more of the gameplay, as well as some bits of this, most trailers are that CGI clip of the world and stuff like that. And to be honest, it looks like a proper sequel to BioShock, because BioShock 2 was bad.
I've got two game movies to talk about briefly. First of all, as Assassin's Creed 3 is coming up, you may know that they are actually now putting forward the Assassin's Creed movie. Do I think they should do it? No, I really think they should. I think they should leave it alone. They should leave Assassin's Creed as a game world. It already looks like and feels like you're playing a movie.
Yeah, they're doing the same with BioShock.
They're doing the same with Mass Effect as well, and that doesn't work, because Mass Effect, you choose how the story plays out. So, you can't choose how the story plays out in a movie. It just doesn't work.
The whole reason they did it with games like Mario Brothers and Mortal Kombat, because they summed up their story with like blocks of text and pictures. That's why they did. I can understand doing a movie on them, but with games in this generation, they already are pretty much like films.
Wow. Yeah, that's my take on games that should not be movies.
Yeah.
I mean, if I have the same opinion as the guys from Pretty Much It.
Yeah.
How'd you get it? Pretty much. Anyway,
Yeah.
We'll post a link to their channel in there if you don't know that.
Yeah, no specific video on this subject.
Last little bit of movie news I want to talk about. Skyfall came out Friday. Gonna go see it tomorrow.
My mum and dad seen it, they told me it's really good.
It looks fucking epic, but they've planned a sequel and like the next Bond movie, and it's apparently a straight sequel to Skyfall. Now, what does this remind you of? Casino Royale and Quantum of Solace? Casino Royale was good. Quantum of Solace was an utter pile of shit.
Yeah, so look how that turned out.
You can't make a sequel to a Bond movie. The reason it's got to 23 Bond movies is because they've all been singular.
Yeah.
You know, they all have their own story. They don't carry on from each other. They shouldn't do it. Unless they make it really, really, really good, they shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
So it looks like MGM could go bankrupt in another 2 years.
Yeah.
Wait, not even that. Yeah, another 2 years. I think the next Bond movie is due for release in 2014.
Yeah.
So it looks like they could go bankrupt in another 2 years. They've been bankrupt twice now. They went bankrupt a bit after Dying Up Day.
213.
That was a disaster, that film.
Sutton, Bushy Road.
Then they went bankrupt again after Quantum of Solace.
Why, we gotta feel sorry for that bankers.
You know, it just... They don't think this through. Also, Quantum of Solace was the shortest Bond film.
Seriously.
And you can tell it's short. It feels like half of a Bond film. It doesn't feel like a full Bond film.
Yeah, and this is And Quantum of Solace was probably the worst way to get introduced to the Bond films as I was.
Oh yeah, no. If you want to introduce yourself to Bond film, watch Casino Royale. Now that might not make sense because the first ever one made was Dr. No. However, Casino Royale was essentially a reboot of James Bond, but continuing on the same sort of numbering system.
Yeah.
But it was still a reboot because Casino Royale was the first book written, and they decided to do that because it was the only Bond book that hadn't been made into a film.
Besides, the Bond films, like you said, their own individual stories, so there's not a lot to catch up with.
The reason they can keep going as well is they don't rely on the books, right? Because there aren't actually that many books. There aren't 23 Bond books. What they do is some of them
I don't really remember Bond book being called Skyfall.
They make up stories because there was never a book called Goldeneye. There was never a book called Tomorrow Never Dies. There was never a book called The World's Not Enough. And there was never a book called Die Another Day. All four of Pierce Brosnan's movies were never books. Goldeneye is his best, and that is an amazing film. So I would say either pick Casino Royale
Or Goldeneye.
Goldeneye. Those two are probably my favourites of the modern Bond era. I say the modern Bond era really starts from Goldeneye onwards.
Yeah.
Tomorrow Never Dies, meh. One of those ones where it's not that great. It has its moments, but not.
I don't think
great.
I've seen that one.
Same with World Is Not Enough.
I've seen.
It's not the best one.
Just okay, in my opinion.
The Robert Carlyle, I mean, yes, he's a good actor, but you just hate him in this movie.
Sutton,
You're trying to stab him in the face. It's because he plays a villain that's already dead. Yeah, because that works in logics.
So wait, a villain is already dead is alive in this film?
Yeah, and then they kill him again.
We know about science
G Road,
clip here.
and Green Lane.
And they kill him again. And I was like, what are you doing with your life? Then Die Another Day. Now, I just watched Die Another Day this morning because I've been watching, started it yesterday. Alright, I watched Goldeneye, The World Is Not Enough last night. Then today I'm watching Die Another Day, which I've already done. Then Casino Royale, then Quantum of Solace, then going to see Skyfall. Now I don't actually need to do this because they're all their own individual stories. But I'm getting into the Bond mood.
Yeah.
Because at the moment I'm in a big Bond mood. Like I'm all Bond up at the moment. Yeah, Die Another Day I don't even like to talk about. I mean, I like some of the action scenes, but the story is awful. The story is diabolical. It's such a shame as well, because Pierce Brosnan is my favourite Bond, and he only had one really good movie. And it pisses me off.
Especially with the later ones that Pierce Brosnan did. He's working his absolute hardest, but he's given nothing to work with.
Yeah, and then I feel sorry for Daniel Craig as well, because Casino Royale was amazing, then Quantum of Solace was awful. Just should never have been made. That should have just been burnt. The script should have been burnt for that movie.
Another example of good actors being given nothing to work with.
Now the reason I brought this up is because I am planning on a few projects that I'm just briefly mention. One that's got nothing to do with what we were talking about is my Batman stop motion series that me and Kenny are co-making and creating, and then Kenny's doing, I don't know if he wants to mention the other project that we're both doing together in terms of stop motion. You can do, it's up to you.
I'm planning my own Doctor Who spin-off series, which is about Unit.
See, we're doing those and we're both co-creating and co-producing, co-writing, co-starring, all that jazz, and making those series. On top of that, I am making an original film trilogy, which is like my own spy trilogy of films, which is going to start production this upcoming week. We're going to shoot a few of the scenes. Hopefully I might be able to get a teaser trailer up by the end of this month.
213.
Actually not by the end of this month, because we won't be able to start filming until the beginning of November. But hopefully I'll be able to get a teaser trailer up soon, basically. On top of that, I'm also going to plan to make a James Bond fan film, which I've spoken to Kenny briefly about.
Yeah.
That is a long time in the making at the moment. Haven't even got an idea. Haven't got a title. At the moment, it's just Bomb Marathon. That's it. There's nothing at the moment. Don't even know who's going to be who. Don't know that yet. But for that, I need a big cast. I mean, for this Spy trilogy, I can get away with 3 or 4 of us, like we normally do with Doctor Who.
Yeah.
But because it's my original trilogy, I can work it out. But in terms of James Bond, I need a huge cast. I mean, I'm talking hopefully about 10 people. Anyway, we're gonna go props. So we'll see you most likely back at the house.
Bye.